Hi, y'all. Well, we just got by another national holiday, which brought me a great savings down at the grocery store. Yep, good old Martin Luther King's Day. Boy, I saved a ton of money on chicken. Well, my subject today is about news in America and around the world. Well, I'm sure you all heard about a part of the top floor at the Monte Carlo, a casino in Las Vegas. It went up in flames, causing thousands to flee to safety. No one was seriously injured. Hooey! I wonder what were the odds. Yahoo is laying off hundreds of employees to increase profitability. I can see it now. On their last day at the office, hordes of employees running around yelling, "Yahoo! Yahoo!" I don't think so. But I do think it's time to rename the company from Yahoo to Yogon. But did you all know that the CEO of Yahoo is Jerry Yang? That's right, Mr. Yang. That should have been a warning right there. You don't go to work for someone named Yang, because sooner or later, you're going to get it up the yin-yang. Do y'all remember hearing about Geronimo? He was the famous Indian or Native American who led many raids and battles against Mexican and American soldiers back in the 1800s? Well, according to the Wikipedia site, in 1918, Geronimo's remains were stolen in a grave robbery by Prescott Bush and two of his buddies. That's right, Prescott Bush, the father of George H. Bush and the grandfather of our current president, George W. Bush. It ain't no wonder our president lies to us and rakes us over the coals with the price of oil. It's far more rewarding to steal from the living. But I guess the way the Bush family looks at it all is, if we don't get you while you're alive, we'll damn well get you when you're gone. Well, I see where the House Oversight Committee is reviewing whether or not baseball legend Roger Clemens used steroids. Ain't you all got something better to do? Roger, why don't you run for president? At least you ain't afraid to spit on your own balls. Microsoft claims that they are enjoying strong growth in a sunny forecast in spite of the economy. Well, I guess there's a lot of money to be made in computer repairs. As far as I'm concerned, the only real computer made is named after this little fella right here. Cause y'all see, I got tired a long time ago of my computer saying, "This computer has performed an illegal operation and will now shut down." Executives at Wal-Mart are baffled of why only half of their employees have signed up for health insurance. Hooey! What do you expect, Wally? You want your employees to pay $14,000 for medical care, including a $4,000 deductible. Now, how are they going to do that when you don't even pay them enough to save a plug nickel? Well, it could be worse, I guess. Rumor has it that Walmart's original offer was to give employees a discounted rate on medical supplies like aspirin and Band-Aids. The plan was to give each employee a little debit card, but then Walmart realized the dang old cards wouldn't work in their cash registers. So there you have it, Wally. I guess half of your employees are trying to tell you that your plan is worse than having nothing at all. Now I come to the Ford Motor Company. Their CEO said it's time to cut their losses by getting their company to hit on all cylinders. Well, any Ford owner knows the chance of that happening. Well, personally, I hope Ford does improve the quality of their vehicles, not just for all the Ford owners, but it will also help with the congestion out there for the rest of us drivers. Because with more Fords out there running properly, that means there'll be less tow trucks. Okay, now in entertainment. A new Rambo movie has just been released. Woohoo! Yeah, it's a great story. Yeah, check it out. Which brings me now to another story in Brooklyn South. That's New York City. The undercover police officers are giving drugs to informants in lieu of cash. That's right. Cops are handing out dope. Sounds like we need to send Rambo to Brooklyn, clean up the daggone place. Then we could send Rambo over to Iraq so we could bring our soldiers home. Now, world news. In Sweden, well, they take pride in their Karolinska Institute, famed for choosing the winners of the Nobel Prize in Medicine each year. Well, it seems that the school admitted a student in their freshman class who was convicted of murder. Now, the officials at the institute are trying to decide whether or not to expel him. That's right, the very instructors that teach the doctors cannot make up their mind whether or not to expel a murderer. Duh! Can't you see it now? You're taking your kid to the doctor's office and he's scared to death? That's all right, little Tommy. The nice old doctor's only murdered one person. In Afghanistan, 9 Afghani police officers and 1 civilian were killed in a firefight with American soldiers. Our soldiers blew open the gates of a house searching for the Taliban. Afghani police rushed to the scene, snuck up on our soldiers. Of course, the cops were mistaken for the Taliban. And once again, our team is being called murderers. Well, let me tell you, you sneak up on my ass, I'm going to fire first and ask questions later. If you don't want this kind of thing to happen, then bring our men and women home. Now to the elections. Do you know why Hillary wants Bill to make love to her first thing every morning? Because she wants to be the first lady. Now, I'm not telling y'all not to vote for Monica Lewinsky's ex-boyfriend's wife. After all, I like cigars, and I love them moist. Finally, I come to the tax break the government is offering to send to us Americans. The big shots claim that their plan to stimulate the economy won't work unless we, the people who receive the checks, cash the checks and spend the money. Stupid! Like we ain't gonna spend the money. Well, Mr. President, all I can say is send me all the checks and I will do my best. Okay, y'all, that wraps up my commentary. I must get to the market and buy me a new jackass. The only problem with that, I don't know yet who's representing the Democratic Party. Oh, remember, Uncle Dan Fatty ain't never lied to you, and I never will. Oh.